Okay, I hope that it's working now, but we will see. If you were still here with me, that's the old one. I won't lie, this is pretty this is pretty frustrating. That's the old one. I want the new one. The old one. Anyway, I've got to see if the sound is happening because the sound wasn't happening. Anyway, and I hate dead noise, but if you can't hear me, it doesn't really matter. I don't know. Okay, it's showing up. I'm live. Okay, it's showing up. I'm live. Okay, there is sound. Okay, it's showing up. I'm going to keep going then. I am very resilient, and I hope if you are too, thank you for showing up when you have. I had several technical issues. This is why people hire people to help them with their lives. But I thought I had figured it out. I was going to use Zoom to go through so that people could sign up here. It's what happens when you don't know. And I appreciate Jocelyn on the other lives joining me and working together with me to let me know she couldn't hear anything. But I am committed to these weekly readings, so I am not letting some technical stuff and technical know-how get in the way. So I'm just going to start from where I left off, which was I've already done the collective reading. I'm going to review that really quickly in this moment. I would say welcome to everybody and thank you for showing up again. See, we're just going to keep going. And next week will be even better because it'll be the third week and I will have gone through all these trials. The first issue was connecting Zoom to YouTube, which I had done that yesterday. And then the next issue, it seemingly happened after we had somebody putting weird comments in the comment section. But I don't know, I hit something while I was trying to block the user and it knocked out my ability to, broadcast sound. So here we are. Here's a quick review of what I've already done. In the other video, I took us through a meditation to ground in this space and to protect the space. I'm inviting that here. It's still here. And then I decided to use my brand new cards of Mary Magdalene. I'm still getting used to this Oracle card deck, but I decided to use it for our collective. And here is that card. As you can see, there's a trio of people here, all with their crown chakras lit up in a different way. This is called the seventh power. I'm not sure exactly what that means yet, as I'm still getting to know the cards. But the message was anger is information. And just a quick recap of what I said in the other live is this. I feel like my experience might be similar to yours about and around anger. We may all be individually feeling blocks, or not so much blocks, but anger, because we're letting go of stuff and we're realizing stuff that we've been holding on for too long. Anger is information to let us know what's bothering us. On the flip side of this, or the extra added bonus, is if you see yourself as highly sensitive or an empath, as I do, and if you're in my community, most of us do see ourselves as sensitive to energy, then you may have been feeling a lot of different waves of anger that is not necessarily yours. It's coming to be transmuted through you because you're a natural portal for that. But if it's getting caught in you, it is asking you to see it. I have noticed that in the last week, I've gone through a specific transition out of a job, and that can bring some emotions to it. But also, I've had a lot of social interactions where I've had to be in public spaces with a lot of different types of people. And every time we would do one of these events, I'd leave and be exhausted and most particularly felt angry. A couple of reasons why. Being a light worker, energy healer, I probably picked up a lot of people's stuff, most definitely. And I also, as a sensitive person, like to protect myself from being too much out on social calls. So the two things kind of collided inside me. This anger is information, and how I'm using this information is to protect my space, to protect myself from where I want to connect with people, because I connect through energy. We all do. I do it instantly. So it's a message. It's a message to remember our boundaries, remember what our needs are, and to take care of them. It is not a message to just sequester yourself off from the world. Since this space is open to intuitive entrepreneurs and spiritual business owners, light workers, healers, and coaches, kind of part of our job to be out there and to help people. But it doesn't mean to put ourselves in places that are too exhausting and to call too much of our own energy. So in this picture, you can see this couple, their chakra and their auric field is huge. And this guy over here is not quite energetically in sync. And so a lot of times when you have done a lot of inner work and you're shining like a bright beacon of light, sometimes we have people who kind of suck it into themselves. And without getting into all of the jargon and making one better than the other, because that's not what this is about. That's what's going on. Some people aren't aware that they're doing it. And that means because we've done the work and we understand most of the time, not all the time, because I've dipped out of the awareness state here and there. That's also a protection. We just need to become more aware of our surroundings and what we need. You can use a couple of different things to help you navigate those social environments. If you need those things, let me know. I run a community for free on Facebook, and I'll put that link here in the note in the comments. This is our collective card for the week. I had a few requests come in on Facebook. And Jocelyn, you were on the other live, and I know that you're not here right now because I was having too many technical issues, but I'd like to honor you with a reading as well. I do believe you're in the community, but here we go. I've decided to use these cards. These are the Starseed Oracle cards. I've already done a cleansing of all of my material before the reading. And Jocelyn, she shared with us a little bit of some stuff going on with her in the other live. And I want to say thank you for that. Here is your card reading, Jocelyn. And I will be recording a couple more readings for a few of the Facebook community members. Jocelyn, this is your card. Right away, I see this beam of light shining in a sacred circle. Also, you can see like little clusters of light, but there's also this like beautiful, I'm not doing a very good job of pointing at it, this sparkly light. You might be activated in a lot of ways right now. You're feeling it when you go outside, particularly because this is called activated earth. Trust where you are led. And Jocelyn, I want to say, what's coming up for me, for you, is there's been a particular place you've been wanting to go lately. It's not something you can get to easily, like it's not a 2-minute walk. Might be a car drive away, or it might be a more extended trip, something that you've always wanted to do. That's what I'm hearing right now for you. But on a deeper level, trust where you're led can mean people, places, situations. You may be put in places in people's paths for a reason. And it's specifically right now really poignant for you to pay attention to those things. This is your reading. Hopefully you'll come back and check it out. I do believe you're in my Facebook group, so I'll tag you there. My Facebook community is a little over 100 people strong who are all intuitive entrepreneurs and spiritual business owners, light workers, healers, coaches, and practitioners. And here is a place that I invite everybody to shine their light, to share what they have to offer. And I do that with a couple of offerings during the month. You can become our expert of the month by being interviewed live in our Facebook group. What does that do? It gives you a showcase. It allows you to connect with more of our community. Every week I do these oracle card readings, and by being part of our community, you get to request a reading, and I will bring this recording back into our Facebook Live and tag you for your reading. So as such, I'm going to pop over to the Facebook group right now and connect with the first requested reading. So I'll do a post every Sunday night and invite anybody in the community to let me know if they want their card read. And we got a few here. And all they have to do over there is just say, yes, please. And then if they can join me live, that's fine. But usually the ones who are requesting can't. And so this is also why I really had to come back and do the live again. And so for the first is a good friend, fellow entrepreneur, Oceana. Oceana said wonderful things in the community about this new format. I really appreciate you, Oceana, and your feedback on that. Just a couple of weeks ago, I only did it in the community. Now I'm doing this for public. I clear the cards between each reading. So Oceana, I'm going to pick your card now. That one came right up. So this is your card. I mean, I am drawn right to the planet behind. I have to learn how to do it's opposite, behind the door. So this portal is very shiny to me, like a silver shine almost. And also what vividly pops out is that planet. It's an orangey red with a couple sparkles of purple in there. And I'm seeing all these colors because I think they derive some deeper meaning. I'm hearing that the orange has a lot to do with the chakra for you. Like you're really in your zone of genius. But the card is about the golden children. And right away, what pops out is tenderness, inner child, innocence, and rare gifts. Well, I am feeling this is about children you're connecting with, not so much, although, yes, and not so much about you, but what you can do with children. And what you're connecting with the children. It's seeing them and what they are able to give and offer the world. I'm not sure if you've had this experience, and this might be a nudge into a different place for you. It could be about your own children, that you might be seeing some things arrive from them, or children that you're really close to. It's definitely children, and someone not super young, maybe from 7, right around 12, that range. I'm hearing in my head that it hasn't arrived yet. So this might be a little bit of something that's coming, or someone that's coming that you're visiting with. That's one message. And also inner child awareness is coming up. So this is also reminding you of your own childhood, and there might be some things to zoom in on there. Oceana, that was your card. This light just popped up now. Let me know how it landed for you. I'm going to go to the next one. And the next one is another community member, Tobie. Every time I clear them, Tobie, this is going to be your reading for this week, February 5th through the 11th. Sometimes they just jump right out. And sometimes you get 2 cards. And that's exactly what happened here. So I'm going to show you the first card. And now this is the second card. And what's really interesting about both these cards is it is a set of 2 people. It's got twin energy vibe right away. On this card, if you look, there's 2 people here, but there's also 2 people here. And you may see these are more like roots of people. And this, I'm working on how to point on those roots going up and out. So you can see the roots go into the people sitting on the earth, and you can see the roots kind of go up and out to the cosmos. This is a cycle of forgiveness and letting go of generational stuff that may or may not be in your own family lineage. I feel like there's some uprooting is one of the words here. It's a lot of feeling that. And I know how amazing your gifts are. So this may be on the collective level, and you might be doing that kind of work right now for the collective, or specifically with clients. It might be a theme right now. And I want to go into this helping card that came out. You're not alone. I love how there's this white and dark version of the same person, and they are connecting through almost like, the painting in the Sistine Chapel. It's got that energy, right? Where God touches the finger of Adam in the painting that Michelangelo did. But there's this electricity going in between their fingers. And it's like this duality energy. There's always 2 sides, is what I'm hearing. But you're not alone is highlighting some things about maybe feeling isolated, whether that's physical or a mental construct of you feeling like you're isolated and looking for connection and community. So what I would offer here is there might be a lot running through you right now, even personally, about righting past wrongs. That's a real big message. And I, like I said earlier, I feel like you do a lot for the collective. So it's important for you to find community that, like through the fingers, gives you energy and electrifies you and helps you recharge. That's your reading, Tobie. Let me know how that lands for you. And then I have one final request in the group, and I will close the live stream once and for all. I really need to check into my equipment. But thank you for everybody who's come back to watch this at another point. I appreciate it. Jill is our next reading. Jill, this will be your reading. I'm just connecting with her energy. Look at that. Jill, this is your card for this week. The Courageous Peony. What I love about this card and what I always tune in on are those beautiful fluffy flowers, the peony. The Courageous Peony has a lot going on. She's very unique, multifaceted, and the struggle or the opportunity is to let yourself be seen for all of those things that you can do. A lot of us in the intuitive space, in the spiritual space, can do many different things for our clients. And sometimes it's very difficult for all of us in this space to be able to talk only about one thing. It may also be that you've only been talking about one thing because that's what's worked. And what's coming through right now is an opportunity or a challenge, however you feel, to really allow yourself to be seen for all of the things that you can do. So I know a few things you can do. Using me as an example, what's something you have not let me see, for instance? What don't I know that you can do? Is it, I don't know, maybe you can also read cards and I haven't seen that. Or is there a different modality, energy healing, something that's been kind of in the background? And I'm just using examples. I don't really know what it is exactly, but it definitely has to do with your work. And it might be something that just arrived to you in the last week to start doing. Let this be a nudge that that's exactly what you should be doing, and not to hold back just because you've only been known for this. Like say, hey, I do this, and did you know I do that? And I'd like to offer you another level of challenge. If this resonates, share it with us in the group on a live, or you can write a post about the thing you want to start showing up in. I would love to see that. Anyway, thank you, everybody. It's been another week of technical problems, but I'm still here because I believe showing up is really the most important thing we can do for our businesses. And I'd like to invite everybody who does see this to join the Facebook group where we do more things like this, offer you opportunities to shine your light in my community for the things that you do for humanity. I don't have the link readily available, but I will put it in the description after the live is done. Thanks again, and I'll see you next week. We're gonna make it happen. We're gonna get this technical stuff fixed. Thanks again. Have a great week.